Hello and welcome to Greenwich Valley. So today we went out and we baled up all of our straw that was over here on field 32. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run over to the shop right quick. We're going to lease a bale trailer. I mean, I can do it with the forks and that, but that would take forever. Just as quick if I went over to the shop. We'll lease a trailer, then we can return it, and we'll get them bales done right away. So that way we can get the lime started on that field, and then get it plowed and get it ready for sowing. Quicker the better. How you doing, Tony and Wayne? Welcome to the channel, man. Welcome to the stream. Great stream over on your end there too, Tony. Looked really clear, man. So how's the testing going on Factory Farm? Is it working good? The thing about that farm is you need wood production almost immediately for the factories. You got to get them pallets made, and there's so many factories over there that need pallets. It's a nightmare. So what I usually do, down around where the lumber's made and the pallets are made, I usually put in one of them caster mod factories, and it automatically makes the lumber for you. So that's what I do, man. I cheat a bit because I really hate logging. So now I've done a bit of logging there. I'll go right next to that place, one of the places, sort of middle-ish map. There's the pallet factory and the lumber yard, and then there's a train yard, and then there's a little bit of a forest right next to it. So I'll usually purchase one of them Ponzi's and chop one down. I'll bring it over to where you need to dump it through the trigger, and I'll do all my cutting there. That's what I usually do. Oh yeah, I like the caster mod. It's makes it a hell of a lot easier if you're not into logging and forestry and all that. And then again, like when I played Factory Farm, there was only so many trees on the map. Now he's added more, but at the time there was only so many trees on the map, and once you cut them down, then you had to plant more, and it took forever for them to grow and all that. So that's where the caster mod comes in really good. Alright, here we are. We're at the shop. I'm getting used to going back and forth to the shop now. Alright, let's go in and lease. Where are we? Baling technology. And we'll get my favorite one, which is right here. Man, if I had a little bit more money, I would have just bought it. You know what? I'm buying it. We're always using it, and I'm always leasing it, and after a while, leasing it so many times, it was just as well if we bought it in the first place. You know, we got nothing really have to purchase right away. We got some grain in our silo we can sell soon. I just got to keep an eye on the price. See when the wheat goes up. I think it was wheat that we harvested. It was either wheat, wheat, barley, or oats is what we harvested the other day. And I can't really remember. I think it's wheat. I can check the silo just to make sure. Yeah, like, I had that issue the other day too. Like, I turned on OBS. I never made no changes whatsoever. And Wayne come in and said, you know, I can't hear nothing. And I can't remember what I went in and changed. And I don't think I went in and changed anything. I just stopped the stream and started it. And then the other night, or last night, whenever it was, I think it was Wednesday night. We did some upgrades here at the house on our internet and TV and all that. And when I started the stream, Wayne was telling me that it was right squealy and that. Well, that was my own fault because I ended up putting a router, or it's like a router switch, but it's to operate our security cameras on the house here. And I had it too close to the mic receiver, so I was getting feedback into the mic, so that's where I was getting all that squealing from. Once I moved that, Wayne said the sound was the best kind. I went in and listened to the video after, and the sound was the best kind. Minus my voice, of course. You know, it's funny. You hear your own voice on a video or something like that, you say, oh man, that's not me. I don't hear myself that way. Yeah, if you don't have the caster mod, Tony, grab it. It's going to help you out big time testing that map. So you don't have to spend hours and hours and hours logging. And it makes a full stack of lumber pretty quickly. Wayne, I wish you would have never beat up your computer. What did you do? Take it out in the road and run over it? All I saw in the comments was it's in 1,000 pieces out in the middle of the road. Yeah, computers are too expensive to be doing that to, man. All you had to do was talk to me. I would have walked through a few things with you, see if we could have got it working better. A lot of the times you can clean it up a bit and it'll speed it up a little bit faster. But I think what you were describing to me, a lot of your issues with the downloading and all that was internet related. I mean, yeah, a slow computer or a clogged up computer can have issues with the internet, but usually with downloading something, it's your download capabilities or your download limitations. Alright, I never counted the bales. I could have went in and just looked to see how many's here. Hopefully we can get it all done in this one trip. I say we can. I don't think there's any more than 24 here. We'll try to do this field properly now. Once I get the bales up, we'll get the lime out on the field. And then once we get it limed, then we can plow the field. Now on the last one, I plowed it first and put lime down. Now normally you wouldn't do that in real life because you want to have the lime going through the soil. But in this game, fortunately, they don't really care what process you do it as long as you do it before you're seeding. Now we got to find a nice place to store these bales. I think I'm going to store them in out of the way, probably in one of them big bunker sheds. We'll put our bales off to one side. Oh, wow. Yeah, but still, again, that's based off of internet, right? I mean, it's not an app that you can just turn on just on your computer. You have to have internet to run them apps, so that could be the issue why you couldn't load them ones as well. Now, if you looked at me and said, well, I got Microsoft Word on my computer and I couldn't load that, then that's an issue. That's an issue with your computer. So what did we get? We got 15, 16, 17 bales. Oh, excuse me, guys. One more would have been nice. You know what? I might just find the sell point for these and sell these off right away rather than storing them, and we can use the money. And we can use the money right away, so let's see. What I'm going to do, I'm going to run out. Let's go over and see how our worker... Well, I got to start that worker up again. Oh my God, I can't stop coughing today. Where's our tractor? Wow, look at that. It actually never went through this time. That's perfect. So I'm going to have to do the first little bit. Wouldn't even load after you shut it down. That's strange. That is strange, my friend. Alright, let me... Missing a lot here by the... Let me come right around here so I can get this... I'll seed this part myself. Make sure we're on canola. Yep. I'll do this part here myself, so that at least that way it'll try to grow half reasonable. Yeah, like I find I did a lot of recordings first because I said, you know, like, what do you say on a stream and all this stuff? And I found it hard at first, even coming up like, okay, what do you say, like, even when you're recording, what do people want to hear? But after a while you get a bit comfortable with it, and you know, not everyone's gonna like your videos and stuff like that. I mean, I know that, but there are people out there that enjoy the videos, and get down here, and then we'll put it on a worker, and the worker can finish the rest of the field. And then once we come back, we'll have to have a look and see what areas the worker missed. Because I know a lot of times they do miss a lot down here on the end because it's close to the edge of the map. Now I can't see what we're doing. I want to get in here and line it up best I can. I'll even try to come in a little bit and overlap it. That way I know I'm not going to miss much. And we'll hire the worker. Actually, I'm going to stick here with the worker. And I'm going to go grab a quick coffee, guys, and I'll be right back. What? But that's like anything. Like my wife just said to me, you know, if someone had a channel and they were talking adult information, oh my God, will they get the subscribers? Oh, they probably will. They probably will. Just to hear a woman's voice on it, I don't know, you know. But I just enjoy playing this game. I enjoy streaming it for you guys, and you know, I'm doing fairly well. I got almost 100 subscribers on YouTube now. You know, I'm only at this about 2 months. Now, I forgot. I got to find out where the barn is. Where is the barn? We're not going to get much for it. It's only 49, but I don't think it's going to go up much more than that. We'll tag that place because I don't really know where it is right yet. Now, where's the green in the sky? That's how I know where it's at. Over that way. Hopefully this road goes right across. But you know, I only started streaming on Twitch a little over a week, and I'm at 14 followers already, so I mean that's not bad, you know. But a lot of times I don't even follow what's going on with the subscribers and followers. I mean, you got to keep an eye on it and stuff like that, but I don't dwell on it because I want to dwell on the content I put out. And like I was looking at it, okay, I was enjoying Mercury Farms. It was a good farm, but here it is. This is a brand new map out. It's one that everyone was talking about, and I said, you know what? I want to jump on it right away. As soon as it comes out, I want to move in and start working on this map. So that's what I did. Will I get the viewers? I hope I do, but time will tell. Now, I think we have to come in this way. Oh, very tight corners here. Are we going to be able to make this turn? I'm going to have to get in the exterior view. Come right over to the shed wall. My God, I don't know if this trailer is even going to get in here. I don't even know if this trailer is going to get in here, so I'm going to have to rethink this. I might even have to go out through the hedge and come in. Maybe if I take this turn. Where there's a will, there's no way. But you know me, I'm good at banging into things, and I'll keep on doing what I do. Now, I'm going to have to back into there. Wow, they don't give you much room in this map. Yeah, exactly. I needed to do a 900-degree turn there. But what it is the turn radius on this bale trailer is not good. So I'm going to have to come over here, get the trailer back out that way a bit. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to come out here. And let's open the gate. Let's open the gate. We'll go out through the gate and back in that way. I'll just close the gate once we're done. all else fails, just do a U-turn. So I might have to rethink on keeping this trailer, because this is the only place for dropping off the straw on that. This is going to be a bit tricky all the time, but you know what? I did it. So now I know when we come down, we just need to make that wider turn. Now, let me get an angle here so I can see what's going on. I'll move forward a bit. There we go. So we made about 3,000 pounds. That's not too bad. I know. Hit, not buy. One of these days I might just have to buy this place because I'll have it all beat up. Now, let's see if I can get out of here easier. So my plan of attack this time, I'm going to stay close over to the barn here. And I know the hedges don't have collisions on them, but I'm going to try to not hit them either. See? Next time I come over now, I'll be able to get in there much smoother and much easier. Now, let's get back in the cab so we can see what we're doing. Imagine if I had imagine if I had a rule saying that whenever I'm in a vehicle, I got to be in the cab. Oh my God, I don't know if I'd ever be able to do it. Backing up some of these long implements on this map. You know, not so hard on a big map like Pleasant Valley or something like that where there's a lot of open space. Yeah, I know, Wayne. Now, so we got the John Deere now. He's got a worker in the John Deere working on seeding our field. We're going to go back now and drop our trailer back off at the farm. And we'll hook up to the lime spreader and we'll spread lime on the field out here and get it ready for plowing. And then once we have it plowed, we'll get the John Deere then and we'll get ready to seed it. Now, the best place to put that trailer is going to be over in that corner. Maybe I should start doing it in the cab. It's almost like I can do it better. That's not a bad parking job. Alright. Now, I don't have a lot of traction on the front here with the weight in the back, so I'm going to put the weight on the front. Give us a little bit better traction. I found when I did the other field, I never had the weight on, and I saw a lot of wheel slippage. So at least with this now, this will counteract now and give us a good bit of weight on the front and the back. We're all full of lime. Now we should have enough lime. I just banged into that trailer thing, didn't I? Yeah, I'm taking it with me. Alright, let's go over and get this field done. Of course, I always miss a little bit going around the turns for some reason. So I guess you're back to work in the morning, Wayne? What time do you go to work in the morning? geez, it must be getting late over your way, Tony. I say it's close on 1:30 in the morning for you, Tony. Now, I think I turned the spray rate up on this limer a bit because when I was using it on Mercury Farms, like I did 2 big fields and I only used like 20% of the lime, so I wanted to make it a bit more realistic. Let's come back and grab them corners again after. And start paying more attention on the edges. You always look at my fields when I'm ready to do anything, and you'll see that all the lime needs to be more on the edges. I can't wait for seasons to come out and see how that's going to interact with the game. All the new mechanics they got put in it based on weather, and if you plant your crop too early and you get a little bit of frost, it's going to damage your crop and all that. Almost 2, and you work from 7 to 3. It's only early over your way yet, Wayne. You're only around what, 5:30, 6 o'clock? Any parts I missed going around here, I'll go back and just tidy them up now towards the end. I'm trying to look over at that other field and see how much lime is still on that field. I can see the cedar there. So he's about halfway done. Maybe. I don't know if he's quite half. Maybe a third of the way. I couldn't wait, but now you won't get... Oh, you must be talking about Factory Farm, are you? $6.52. Yeah, I figured it was around 6-ish or so. So guys, what do you think of this map? Do you find that it's very detailed? Like, I think he did an amazing job on the detail of this map. I wish that... The only thing I wish was I started this map on Start From Scratch. I only wish that the lamb would have became cheaper to buy and get rid of all the storage compartments and the sheds and all that. Like on most maps, you don't get anything. You know, you get 500,000 pounds and that's it. No equipment, no implements, no nothing. Now the only thing I wish, because like we got 2 big sheds the same, I don't really need 2 of them. Now I tried to go into Giant's editor and take one out. I can delete the whole shed, but when I'm finished deleting everything, the light switches are still there, even though I deleted them. And I can't get rid of the bay doors there that open. And I've looked through all the files in the map and I couldn't find them at all. Like, they won't go onto it. And they don't show in the map because they're on, I guess they act like a placeable. But they're embedded into the maps. I couldn't find out how to do that part. So I'll probably still play around with it. I'd still like to take one of the sheds out. And if I were to take one of the sheds out, I would probably just add, say, roughly 45, 50,000 pounds. I mean, one of them sheds is worth that for sure. Now, where did I miss some up here? Did I miss any up here? No, everything looks good on this edge. Maybe a little bit here. I know I missed some over on this side. Maybe a little bit right here. We'll go all the way down on this side. We got enough line left to do it. Yeah, man, I know. I know. That sucks. I remember you saying yesterday that you were getting ready to throw that PC out in the middle of the road. But that's all I heard. I didn't know what kind of problems you were experiencing with it. I don't know. I guess you were having problems on Twitch and all that, and loading things and downloading stuff. I didn't know exactly what. I wish I knew. I probably would have tried to help you. All right, there we go. Another field limed. So I guess, I don't know. I can probably try using this tractor to do the plowing. I think we used it on Mercury Farms to do some plowing. It's not the best tractor for plowing. The John Deere, of course, is the better one, but that one right now is overseeding. Now I can always go over and swap out tractors, but the worker's going good on that one, so I don't really want to mess that up. So we'll give it a try anyway. If it's too slow or too hard on this tractor, we'll have no other choice but to go over and grab the John Deere and we'll swap them out. So yeah, these are the two big sheds I was talking about. I went into Giants and I tried to take out the outer one. I'll show you now. I tried to take this one out, so what I ended up doing was these little storage compartments here. I moved them over closer to the door over there. And then I went over and I deleted the shed. I deleted the light fixtures, the lights. And then over on the side, we have some more of these like silo kind of compartments. I moved them in closer to the other shed. And then when I loaded the map back in, just down here, let me see if I can zoom in a little. That box, I got rid of the box on the side, but there's a switch there, and underneath there's a sign that says lights. I actually highlighted them and deleted them out, but when I loaded it back into the map again, they were there, and them big bay doors were there. So I might actually get Papa Smurf to look at it for me and take out that shed for me. Because I'm not totally used to Giants like Papa is. Papa plays with Giants all the time with editing and that. I haven't really played around with it enough, or ask him for his advice anyway. The internal fan was done, and I had the other fan blowing air on it, and I have known for a long time. Yeah, I know, man. I know what hard times are like, you know. It's unfortunate. We've all probably been there. But you know what? At least you got a good head on your shoulder and you know what necessities are, you know what I mean? My big thing was you were looking forward so much to testing Pat's map. I mean, you were after him for so long to get that map sent over to you, and when he finally was able to get it out, you weren't able to use it. And I was just starting to get, oh, I gotta watch what I'm doing. I was just starting to get into your series too. So I don't know, maybe the gods will speak to us. Yeah, just imagine the shipping alone, and it's per weight. You know, I get a kick out of it. You know, there's people on YouTube, and what they do is they set these goals. Come on, that's not gonna make that turn good for me. Of course it's not. I'll come back and get you. They set these goals and all these donation goals and everything else. And like, I was watching one. I won't say no names, but he wanted to build a new PC. So he put it up on his. He streams on Twitch and YouTube. He does farming sim. And he wanted to build a new PC, so he put a goal of 720 pounds up on his screen for donations. And like, it was a couple of months went by, and all of a sudden he got it. And then he ended up doing a build on YouTube of his new machine. But now, mind you, he's been at it a while, and he has almost 15,000 subscribers, but you know, really, that's not a lot when you look at it. I'm going to go around twice, give us a bit more room to turn. The only other thing I would have liked to seen on this map is the multi-terrain angle. I find with the multi-terrain angle, when you're doing your plowing textures and all that, they look a little bit more natural. Because they're not just based on, say, 16 angles, they're probably based on 360-degree angles. I don't even think there's 16 different angles on this field. Well, it could be the way the textures are looking. Tax and customs is where it's going to get you too, right? That's the worst. That is the worst. Tax and customs. Really, that much in shipping? 300-400 pounds. Wow. That is quite a lot. That's almost a new computer right there. The only thing to get a computer to play this game and you want to stream it, you've got to have a good graphics card. You know, you can get away with an i5 processor, a lower end i7 if you wanted to, but you do need a fairly good graphics card because it does eat resources, and it eats them quick. Especially, like, you know, if you were just going to have a small map, putting in a few little couple of pieces of equipment and tractors and that, yep, you can set your settings down to low and you'll be able to get away with it. But once you start putting in all these mods and you put in a bunch of equipment on the farm, and then you're cutting grass, you're making bales, you're cutting logs, it's going to eat up the resources of a computer pretty quickly. And most of it is GPU based, so you need a good GPU. So that comes down to your graphics processor. So it was an i5, was it? Yeah, and I mean, I bet you when it was working fine, it ran Farming Sim the best kind on i5. Like, you look at Nick the Hick. Nick the Hick, his computer that he uses on his streams is an i5. Now, he said he'd like to upgrade, but I mean, his streams run very fine. His mod reviews that he does recordings on, they're excellent quality. Yeah, exactly. See, you got a 1050 Ti, which is not top of the line, and yours was on very high and it was able to handle it. So, you know, like I think anything 900 series or above will be good for this game. I'm going to go out into the edge a bit. Like I think when I first started playing this game, I was using a GTX 970. Then I went up to a 1070. Now I'm at a 2070. I was looking at a 2080, but you pay another $1,200 for what? 2 more processors or 2 more cores. To me, that wasn't worth it because I mean I have no issues with stuttering or anything in game. I'm running everything on max quality. I even go into the XML, and you know how when you go into your advanced settings under your video, you can set like your maximum load range to 200. There's a whole bunch of them that can go to 200. So I actually go into the game settings XML and I put them down as 4.5, which is 450 load distance. Now I find anything over 4.5 for me, then it slowly starts eating up the resources because you got to load in a lot more information. Yeah, really they are. There's no big difference between the 2070 and the 1070. The memory's a little bit faster. That is it. Just the way most tech people are, they hear a bigger number. Oh, they gotta have it. Right? Now, yes, I admit, like, if you want really awesome gaming and all that, there is a 2080 out there that's running 12 cores in it. That will really do a good job, but if you don't want to spend $2,400 on a graphics card, that's not the one for you. Like, I would never spend that much money on a card. The one I got was expensive enough. That was too expensive. Alright, so I was just looking over at that other field there. Looks like the worker over there is getting that field planted really good. Missed a few spots. We'll get them at the end here. Now guys, this is not going to be a long stream tonight. Where I did a lot of streaming today. This is only going to be, I just wanted to come on and catch up on some of this field work. Oh, we got an empty tank over in the field. So, let's hire a worker to finish this field, and we are going to run over. We got to grab that John Deere and get that filled up, because I don't want this field over here to grow too sporadically. Now remember, our growing stage now is on slow, and that's where it has to stay. So it does give us a bit of play time in between what we're doing to get the field done. But you know what? I find even on slow, you'll still notice that you get little pieces here and there that grow first. I don't know why it does that. Hopefully now when Seasons comes out, that'll fix all of that really good. Alright, let's get you back. What are you out? You're at a seed. Let's go back to the farm and we'll grab some seed. And we'll finish off the rest of this field seeding so it gets done. The worker can finish that field over there and we'll have to go back after and get any that they missed. Like I see a piece already. Just a second. Now let me get around this corner and then I'll read what you said there. Alright, I might as well see if I can get close enough to put fertilizer in it. Now, I had to do this before. I got to back right into it on a certain side, I think. Now hopefully this will give it to me. Yep. So the fertilizer storage must be the back little compartments there. And the seed goes in the top part. Now let's back in and get some seed. I stored the seed up as nice as I could. Oh, Morpheus. One of these days I'll learn how to drive these tractors. Nope, I don't want to go that way yet. And the turn radius on this is so small. Now, will I be close enough? No, of course not. So, this cedar's really getting on my nerves. See, now it let me, right? I was in closer before. This finished. We're still on canola yet. I didn't even fill it all up, but we got enough to finish this field. Not much left of this field now, guys. We'll get this one finished. We'll go over and see how the plowing is going. Yeah, I hardly ever lift up the implements. I'm going to get this little piece here because if not, it's going to drive me nuts. No, it's not letting me do it anyway, so part of the crop that needed to be plowed and never got plowed good enough. Never got all the way up the field the last time on this one, but I'll do the edge first. I was looking at making these fields a little bit bigger, but you know what? I'm going to keep the grass around it because we can mow the grass and make silage bales. And the silage bales actually sell for pretty good. The sad part is, if all this... Oh, no way, man. Geez, sorry to hear that, Tom. Sorry to hear that, Wayne. Now we'll finish off the edge here, and then we'll go back and get that last little piece over on the other side. I don't know why it looked like it got the edge here, but there's a little strip that goes it goes all the way down to the mist. Okay, no, it never got right out, that's why. Because where we started, I can see now where we started down below, it was further in than out here. Wow, can't imagine that. Now, is the guy next door doing anything with his crop? Not by the looks of it. Nothing planted in there. It could be. It looks like it might be seeded. Hopefully now we'll get... when I checked the contracts when we first came on the map, there was only like 5 or 6. Now, I don't think if you... I don't know if you got to do a couple first, and then they just start to get more and more. But one of these days now we'll look at some contracts and see what we can get off them. I think we can make some really good money on this map doing contracts. Because the fields are much bigger, so like you're not going to get a field here where you're only going to get 400 pounds. Alright, just give me a sec, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just had to look after something. I was having a bit of technical difficulties. So we'll go up here now and we'll get this last little bit of field. And then I just saw a notification come up over there in the corner that the other tractor finished his job. So we'll go over and have a look and see what that tractor got done over there. And then I'm probably going to have to fill this seeder up again before we even start to do the other field. Thanks for waiting around, guys. I really appreciate it. Usually I'd break up the stream a bit after an hour or so and go grab a coffee and that, but I did that earlier. And we got a new system here in the house and we're just getting used to it. And we got to make sure that any issues that we get with it, we got to document it and that. So, but it's a really good system we got. All right. Oh, wait, no, I missed that. How come that did not seed? Let's try it again. Now let's go. Is it down? Ah, there we go. It got it that time. Now we can bring this back to the farm. Look at the weeds coming in already. Look at the weeds coming in already. I mean, we just seeded that. Okay, we'll put the seeder over here to get ready to be filled again. We all know my driving. It's not the best. So we'll leave this tractor here. This is good for the time being. We're going to need to fill the seed up again. Now let's go out and see what our worker we had hired on this field forgot to plow. So there's a little bit here. Now I know I forgot a few bits around the edges and that. I'll get them straightened up. But other than that, I think it did a fairly good job. So I'll get this bit here. I think I already got that little tiny bit in the corner there. That's that one where we missed going around. So, Tony and Wayne, how's the stream looking tonight? Is it looking good? Good quality? Is the sound good? No squealing of the mic tonight, I hope. Yeah, I'm getting ready to end here now anyway, Tony. We'll be back again tomorrow on here. And we'll continue. We're going to plant the field here. And... but first off, we also got to go over... I'm probably going to have to sell the wheat that we got in the silo. I think it's wheat. We'll go over and check that now, actually. Because we need to get a weeder. And I want to get the weeder right away because we got weeds up in that field there. And we don't want to get them at their second growth stage because then we'll have to get a sprayer and herbicide, and that's going to be more money. So let's just detach our plow. We'll go over and hook up to the trailer here, and we'll get ready to load the trailer up for in the morning, and we'll get that over to the sell point. Hopefully the whatever product we got will be a fairly good price. So let's just go over and see what we have here. Yeah, we got wheat. So we got 50,000 liters of wheat. Oh, we got some more stuff that must have came with the farm when we moved here. I didn't really notice that. So we can sell off stuff of that. Just give me a second, guys. Alright, so yeah, we can do a bit of selling here tomorrow, and we'll get, that'll bring our profit up a bit, and then we'll be able to purchase that weeder. So the first thing we'll do is get the crop sold. We'll purchase the weeder, we'll come back, we'll weed the field. While we're weeding the field over there, we'll do that. We can have the worker, we'll fill the seeder and that up, we'll get the worker going on that field, and we'll get another crop planted in there. But we're on. I just wanted to get an hour in, and we're over an hour there now, so that's good. And I'm glad every one of you guys came by and had a watch on the stream here. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up over on YouTube. You can follow me on Twitch. And I am only a small channel starting out, so if anyone out there wants to donate to a small channel, there's 2 links in the description below that will allow you to do a donation. But again, I hope you guys all have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.